Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to make a short video because I've been seeing a ton of brown patch now that the temperatures have cooled off and we're still getting regular rain. Brown patch is a disease, a fungus that sets up in your grass, especially in wet areas. You'll typically see it in areas with poor drainage, like in between houses like this, or out from your air conditioner where the water drains off. But like I said, anyways, it's because the roots are just staying drenched all the time, and you see it mostly in the spring, but you can also see it in the fall when we have a particularly wet fall. Um, but what I recommend now is if you're watering more than once a week, go ahead and reduce that to once a week. Especially in these areas like on the side of the house, you could probably just turn that off completely, those zones, because they're already staying so saturated. But what happens is if you don't either treat this with fungicide, or first fix the root cause, which is overwatering. If you don't, you reduce your watering or whatnot, it sets up that fungus, and if you don't treat that with a fungicide, it will eventually kill the grass, rather quickly. And you can see in some of these areas it's already, killed most of the grass because it's just stayed so saturated over the wet summer we've had. But I'll show you extreme case here on the other side of the house with a neighbor here in just a second, and you can see what happens if you continue to overwater your grass. This grass is we never recommend you water this grass more than 2 or 3 times a week, even during the middle of the summer. If you try to water this grass every day, you're just going to promote this disease, and you're going to have a lot of issues, and you're going to end up resodding your lawn several times. Like I said, right now we're getting somewhat consistent rain, but you can back it off to 1 day a week. I'd say once we get into November, you can go ahead and, if we're getting regular rain, you can go ahead and turn it off completely until next March or April, when once everything kind of wakes back up. But let me go ahead and show you the other side. We've got a neighbor that just overwaters the grass constantly, and he's had to resod the area several times. And it's kind of counterintuitive. People see their grass turning brown, they think it needs more water or fertilizer. So this is the extreme. This is what happens if you water this grass way too much and every day. And I know it's kind of counterintuitive because most people, especially if you're used to cool season grass, not to the warm season grass we have here, you see the grass is brown and you think it needs more water or more fertilizer. And when in fact, when you do that, you're actually feeding the problem and making it worse. This particular person has probably resodded this lawn 3 or 4 times this summer that I can remember, and this is the result. They just can't figure out that it's that they're overwatering and basically killing the grass. They're drowning it. But this is all brown patch. It's easy to recognize. Brown patch doesn't just mean you have a dead patch of grass. It's a very specific disease, and you can pick it up because it almost has a rainbow. I call it a rainbowing effect out towards the edge out the perimeter of the fungus. You can see here that out towards the perimeter, you've got the blades turning yellow and pink and purple. And like I said, I call it almost a rainbow effect as that fungus works its way out from the dead grass to the live grass. But you can see right here, it's got a lot of coloration in it. But like I said, if you're seeing this, definitely turn off your water. Reduce it drastically because this grass is already starting to grow into dormancy,